mini updates. Oh, thank you. Okay, thank you. Without any updates, I'm going to share my screen and we'll do the first exercise for the benefit of those who are new and those who have not been able to create a webinar, live webinars, live conference calls using our product. I'm going to share my screen and show you how to create a webinar, create and start a webinar. Okay, I am sharing my screen. Okay, when you sign into when you log in, this is what you call the landing page. Mr. Boris, as I think are you able to see my screen?
Yes, I'm able to see your screen.
All right, this is a landing page. I think I want to use you because you have just come in today new. And if you can see my screen, when you log in on your computer, you find the icons on your left there, the products of the company.
Yes.
As I said earlier on to you, the company now has the following products. The O Founders. O Founders is a product. These are those who started the company. What we call the company calls them the early bird affiliates. The O Fund is a site on its own. It's a product of its own. They have the O Mail. To become a part of this company, you must have an O Mail account. So that is O Mail, which is a free account, mailing just like Yahoo Mail, Gmail. We have ONet, which is just like Facebook. We have OTrim, which is used to shorten links. These bogus links that we find, you can shorten them using your OTrim and you personalize them. You have the O Tracker is one of the products I told you that they are ready by the company, but they have not yet been released. And then we have the O Connect, which we are using now. So to create a webinar, you hit on this, and then you find this interface comes up. Yes, you can see. I'm sure all of you can see this page now. You can see this page. Uh, I'll be using Boris. Boris, you can see my page.
Yes, I'm able to see your page.
Where you have this dashboard, the time 16:30. 16:30 is my time here
Yes, sir.
on Eastern Time, Saturday, 13 April 2024. In order to create
Okay.
a webinar, you use one of these three buttons. The first button is a blue button, the middle one is the orange, and the third one is the light green. So we use the blue button on the left, new event. When you hit on it,
Yes, sir.
this is what comes up. Are you able to see this new window
Yes, sir.
where
Yes,
it's
sir.
showing on top, create new conference? You can see that, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you can see that, actually there are two types of video conferencing calls that Onpassive has. The first one is called conference. Our product is made with the conference being the default. Conference video conferencing is a video conferencing tool that allows 100 or less people, 100 or less speakers to be in the call. Then on the other hand, we have webinar is having more than 100 people. So if you want to set up a conferencing call of more than 100 people, you choose webinar. I'm going to choose webinar for the sake of this demonstration. So I've hit on
Okay, sir.
webinar. And when you hit on webinar, you have a number of things that you have to fill. There are a number of windows that you have to fill. The first window, you enter the title.
Okay.
I will call the title of this of what we want to set now, just O Connect. I'll call it O Connect. Then the second thing which you do would be the agenda. I'll just call it the setup of a setup. You must fill those two, all of these start areas, windows, you must fill them.
Yeah.
The third
Okay,
one,
sir.
you find the date. It is showing the date of today, Saturday, 13th, April 13, 2024. If you want to set a webinar for tomorrow, which I want to use for demonstration, we hit on this button here,
Okay.
and you see a
Yeah.
Windows opens above, right? Where you find
Yes, sir.
the month of April has opened up from today up to the end of April. So if we want to set a webinar for tomorrow, Sunday, which is the 14th, I'll hit on 14. When I hit on 14, I just click outside the box, and then you find already a new date appears on that date. Sunday, April 14, 2024. That one is, you must field it. You must put that date. Then you have the time. What time do we want it to be? We may want it to be at the same time that we started this webinar. Our webinar start at my time here at at 3:30, what 15:30, which is 8:30 in Cameroon. So I will change this time now to 15:30. To change, to go down, you use the button down. To go up, it is a 24-hour clock here. To go down, since I want to go down to
Yes.
15, I click on this one. I've gone down to 15. And since I want to go down to 30, I just click this 40 downwards and I will go down to 30. And then okay, so the webinar will be at 15:30. That is 8:30 tomorrow. So then I accept it. So you have 16:30, 15:30 is there. Then the duration of the webinar, the duration is this one. It comes with a default timing of 1 hour. But this platform, this O Connect has been built, this marketable version that we're having now has a default of 1 hour, but you can take as long as you can take a whole day for your webinar. So to change this time, you hit on the clock, and you find a new Windows opens. I want to change this to 3 hours. Good. I've changed it, and then you just go below, you hit on apply. Good. So our webinar for tomorrow, I want it to be for 3 hours. But during the webinar, if you are going on and the 3 hours exceed, you are given option as a host now to increase the time. Right. Okay. So before
Mm,
the meeting starts, you will be prompted 5 minutes before time that your webinar is beginning. So that's where you have alert before starting. Is in 5 minutes. Okay. Your time, the time where you are, the time zone is automatic. My own is showing Eastern time here, New York time, which is, if you are setting it in Cameroon, it will show you Douala in Cameroon and all that. It will show you the time. All right. As a beginner, this is all you are supposed to do. And then you go to the top right here. You see this button, create. Have you seen it?
yes, sir.
Okay, you just hit on create. All right. When you hit on create, have you seen what has happened now?
Yes, sir.
Have you seen the new Windows?
Yes, sir. I've seen the new window.
The new
We have
Windows
seen
now.
created.
Yes,
Events created.
yes. Then you find now created, received. Okay, you find number one here. Is a webinar we have just created. You find the event
Yeah.
title is O Connect. Then the event type is
Yeah.
webinar. We chose webinar, not a conference. Then the date is 14th
Yes.
of April. Then my name is there as being the poll created. Members, I did not invite any members of my team. If I invited any members of my team, they will be found under members. And then you
Yes.
find the status is showing that a webinar has been scheduled for tomorrow. And then the next column, you find invite link.
Inviting.
Yes. So this is where I want us to, this is what should interest us. After creating a webinar, we'll come here and we'll click on it. We'll click on it. You see what pops up? What do you see now?
I see copy event invitation.
Well, that is it. Okay. Under that, you see a number of links there. You have attendee
Yes.
link, which is a full link, and then one which is O-Trim. Remember, I talked of O-Trim. O-Trim is one of our products that trims,
Shorten.
shorten
Shorten the link.
URLs. So
Yes,
that
sir.
trim has been, the URL up has been trimmed to this short one. And of course, the same thing for speaker link and then the trimmed on. But we advise that when you want to copy, you copy this one below, which just says copy event invitation. So you hit on it. When you hit on it, it has been copied. Mine has been copied. So what will I do now? I will just go to WhatsApp now. I will get out of this Windows. Then I'll go to WhatsApp. And what do? I would just I would I would send it to Bamenda, Bamenda, Bamenda team. Yeah, in Bamenda team. So I will paste it here. I paste it here. That is a webinar which I've said place. Okay, so it has been sent to all of us in the Bamenda team one. Oh, yeah, Bamenda Onpassive team Bamenda one. Okay, that. Uh, I will go back to where we have our this thing. So our webinar has been created, and you wait till tomorrow, right? You can start your webinar
Yes.
about 15 minutes before time. 15 minutes before time, that 3:30, you can start about 3:15, or even just past 3 o'clock, you can start your webinar. So, and what do? You just hit on start tomorrow, and your webinar starts. Or you go to that link. Since you are the one who created the webinar, you just hit on the speaker link, and it will just take you to the opening of the webinar room. Those are the stages in creating a webinar. If there are any questions, please, all of us are involved. If there are any questions on creating a webinar, we can entertain them now before I stop sharing my screen.
Well, I understand how to create the webinar, and but I want to ask: is there a possibility of editing?
Of
For instance,
editing,
like let's say we want to change the time or the date of the webinar. Maybe we can still come back and edit.
yes, you can edit.
Okay.
I will show you. I will show you in the next step.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, I'll show you in the next step. Just give me some time. I don't want any question on these steps. Then I can go quickly, vividly to what you have asked, and then we'll be able to show you. All right. Let me just stop sharing. I'll stop sharing, get back to our webinar room, and then I would go back quickly, vividly to answer your question, right?
Yes, sir.
I will share the screen. Somebody's putting up his hand. Vicky Pell, please, can you just wait? Or you have a question? Just wait. Let me answer this question of one of our members concerning his worry now. Okay, again, Boris, you can see the landing page where we were, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you go back again to O Connect. When you go to O Connect, you find again this page, this dashboard page of O Connect, right?
Yes, sir.
Then you go now not to new event, you go to upcoming. You see it? Are you seeing upcoming in the middle, the orange box?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, I hit on it. When I hit on it, you see what is there now. Have you seen what is
Nothing.
there? Have you seen what is there?
Nothing's checking.
Nothing
No,
yet?
sir. Yes, nothing
Okay.
yet.
Okay. Have you seen it now?
Yes.
All right. When you go to, if you carry if I put my mouse over start, you see there are three
Okay.
buttons. There are three buttons on your right. Can you see
Yes,
them?
yes. I can see that. Yeah, I can
Okay.
see
Then
them.
you go to those buttons, you click on those three buttons. There you find
Okay.
the first thing there is edit. So you can edit
Okay.
anything there now. Can you
All
see
right,
how
sir. Thank you.
you can see how you can edit now?
Yes, sir.
Good. All right. That question answered. I want to go ahead to show some other thing. After you have had a successful webinar, you can now go to download what you have recorded, like this webinar. You go to this play which is on top here, scheduled. You hit on this drop-down menu. You hit on it. When you hit on it, you find scheduled, completed, transferred, cancelled, and saved. So you click on completed. When I click on completed, can you see the number of webinars that I've done? So many of them, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Can you see the mini webinars? Yes. So if I wanted to
Yes.
download one of these webinars, like the one that took place probably on the on the 10th of April, the second number 2 here. So what will I do? I will just move to, I'll go to the tail end here and look at view. When you go to view, those three buttons are still there, right? You hit on those three
Yes, sir.
buttons, and when you hit those three buttons, what comes up? Save as, download, and delete. So if you want to download, you just hit on your download button. And then that webinar, what was saved, what was recorded is now going to be downloaded to your device, which you can share on your, you can share on your Facebook, or you share as a video, or you go to YouTube and you share it there. I don't know. That is the second part of what I wanted to present. If there is no question about that, then I'll stop sharing again and go back. Okay, I will stop sharing. I've stopped sharing. I'm back again. There was a hand up. The hand has, I think the hand has been lowered. Probably the answer, the question which the person wanted to answer has been to ask has been answered. Okay, so there we are. So those are the steps. Those are the short steps on how to set up, to create a webinar, launch a webinar, edit a webinar already created, and of course, download what has been recorded. Please, as I've said earlier on, this is a very powerful tool. Let's use it every day. Let's make it replace our WhatsApp. Let's make it replace our WhatsApp. If you have your brother or your friend or your child who is in O Connect, please, if you want to discuss with him or her, just create a link and send an O Connect webinar, or excuse me, or a conference call, and send the link, and you would enjoy the outcome more than what you have on WhatsApp and the other video conferencing calls. So again, I think I will allow now time. If there are any questions, again, from any of us, if there are any questions, we are free to ask at this time. Meanwhile, those whom we did not welcome, they are welcome. Madam Tima Evelyn, you're welcome. Mr. Folemo Charles, you are welcome. Mr. Munten Fabian, you are welcome. We did not welcome all of those people. Those are the new people that came in when I was doing the presentation. So you are all welcome. You are in a fine place. And I think we have one of our leaders who just came in today, and I think he's been asking very, very interesting questions, Mr. Boris. We want many of you to come in. Make sure you please share out your link. We want your link to share out your link so that many people who have the same mindset like you come in. We want people who have the same mindset like you to come in so that the good news of Onpassive can be spread over our country so that it becomes wildfire within a very short time.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are waiting if there are any questions. Or in the meantime, I think our leader, John, let me send back the microphone to you.
Okay. Thank you very much. I have a very troubling network today.
Sorry.
I think you have done a good job, as you've always done. And as I've told many people, I think that those of us who have come into Onpassive, there's something very important on this. The first thing is that in Cameroon here, I've not been exposed. I've not known any opportunities where we can invest, even make a bad investment. When you see any Bible company in Cameroon here, you can see when it is already there. There's no such thing as opening for ordinary people to come up and register, buy shares or whatever. If there is something, if there's an opportunity which is genuine, the highly placed people will get their family members and their highly placed friends to grab all the shares that are available. That is why we are in Onpassive, and we, the leaders in the house, have been urging us to take this opportunity, because in Cameroon here, we don't have those opportunities. If there's anybody in the house here who is aware of such opportunity in Cameroon, let the person tell us. So if we don't have the opportunities available to us, ordinary people, then we should take the one that comes from outside seriously. Now, the second thing I need to remark is that even if you know about any such opportunity, it will not be $97. It will not be $97. You will need that you should go and sell your father's compound before you come and become a
Sure.
shareholder who can eventually even get something. That's why it is important for us to recognize this opportunity that has come to us. And that's why when people are impatient, it's because they do not know, they do not understand exactly what they are doing. Third point is that if we had that opportunity, even if you have the luck of learning about such an opportunity, you hardly even have the director or the CEO of that company meeting with you all the time to explain to you what is going on. So for these three reasons alone, we can take Onpassive seriously. It is not about whether it will succeed or not, because all business ventures have the potential of succeeding or not succeeding. But we are in a country where you cannot have that kind of opportunity in a serious company, because the big people grab all of it. You will not see the CEO. It will not be a small amount of money for an ordinary person to get involved. If we see a company which has given us all of this, open up for us at a price which is reachable to ordinary people, and the CEO is always explaining. When there's a problem, he comes back and explains. When there's more time, he says, okay, we need more time for this. This is what we intend to do. This is how we intend to work. These are reasons why we should be serious with Onpassive. We should be serious with this opportunity, because I have been looking around and looking for such opportunity in this country, and I've not seen. Let us make a try. Let's make a try and see what will come out. This is not about whether it will succeed or not. It's about having the possibility, the opening of even having a skin in the game, as they say. To have a skin in the game. I'm not yet talking about success. I'm talking about you having a chance of even trying your luck within a big company. It does not exist. If you find even amongst you people in the community where a small business where people come together, management is again a very big problem. If you are not serious, the person at the head will just turn around, and when you ask for account, will not be available to give you an account. So we have a business here where you see, if you have this number of people in your team and they pay, this is what you have, and it's coming to your account. We cannot have that around us. So let us embrace this opportunity and take it seriously. I think that's just what I wanted to add, and to say that let us ask the questions, let's interact. It's only interacting that we can learn a lot about the company and improve our chances of making something out of it. So not only in Cameroon, please let me just add this one again, not only in Cameroon, when you have the other big companies, when they have a good plan, when somebody comes out with a good plan, he looks for his friends, his billionaire or millionaire friends. They put the money together, they start working. If it's 5, 6, 7, 8 years, they work for the 8 years, and when he succeeds, they are all in money. They will not open up for people to come and start saying that, oh, where is money? Where is money? They know that those things take time. They put in the money and allow the people who are working to work. So if you look at it from all possible perspectives, we have a reason to be patient with their CEO, Mr. Ash. We have a reason to share this opportunity and say, let us take a chance and see how what good it can give to us because we don't have it in our country. So back to you guys. Bibi, you can take more of the questions. Please, let's keep the house active.
Oh,
The more we talk, the more we learn.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Leader John. Thank you, Leader John, for that wonderful, empowering piece. I think our CEO has continually told us that Onpassive is there for us to put value, to add value in our lives. This is the stress. It is there to add value to our lives. Money may be part of that value. And he has continually told us that Onpassive is not a get-rich scheme. And that in as much as we have a very wonderful pay structure, giving you 100% for the first client and then 25% for the subsequent client, no company in the world has ever done that. And as a subscription-based company, it's a SaaS company, software as a service company, it is there to change our lives. And we know, as Leader John has said, most of the top companies in the world, they go go to their friends who are just like them. They will not, a rich man will not come and sell a billion dollar idea to a poor man because he knows that you will not be able to contribute. But Ash has done the contrary. This a company which we know that it is a unicorn company from the day one. We know what happened. We know what happened on the 1st and 2nd of September when the companies that were brought in to handle pay in and pay out crashed on the first day. Yes, because they thought that is a very type of business in the West or in the world that receives very few people. But the number of people that were knocking at the gates of the company to pay in became too enormous. So a lot of them crashed before picking up. And of course, from there, the company has been learning, the company has been developing, the company has been changing strategies up to where we are now. So again, as Leader John has said, a lot is in stock for us. We should thank God that this savior of humanity, Ash Mufare, had this idea way back in 2018 and has spread it. And the whole world, we are 1.5 million early birds and about another 1.5 million affiliates that are now in Onpassive. So we should thank him, and that as he has sown a good seed, the seed will continue multiplying. The snowball effect will continue until a giant mountain is created in the world, until poverty is kicked out of the world. Thank you again, Leader John. Any of us who has any contribution, please, you are free to make your contribution. Let's make our meetings interactive. Yes, it's not for one person. All of us are leaders. We have most of us inside here early bird leaders. So you should have something to say. So please, over to you. Any of us who feels inspired to say something, please raise your hand. Or we are not many of us, unmute yourself and you can contribute.
We have not heard the voice of Madame Chimayelin for long.
Yeah. This is a company. We are waiting for next week. We know the expectations next week. Madam Tima is unmuted. You are welcome.
Thank you very much. I've had a lot of network issues. I was even surprised when I could get into there. For a long time, wishing you all the best. Thank you.
Wow, you are welcome. You know, network issues are uh, perennial, I would say, in that part of the world. They are really perennial.
Yeah,
I had a first-hand experience for some time, just a few months back. So I know what is there. I can really feel. I feel the pinch in the various parts of your shoes where you suffer now.
thank you.
But things will get better. We know the company is coming up with a lot of technology, AI technology. Please, let's be confident that over time, within a short time, a lot of our problems will be solved by this company. Yes. The value of our lives, to say the least, must change. The value of our lives must change.
Yeah, we hope, pray and hope. Thank you.
It's a done deal, as our CEO always says. We are in it to win it.
That's true.
Yeah. And of course, we are expecting modifications in the sales packages next week. So we're expecting different packages of O Connect as from next week. Where we talk of having new packages, we mean, of course, that will be the end of extension. So when the packages are announced, that will be the end of extensions. People will not have any more extensions. And then, obviously, we'll be able to have traffic from where you generate some funds and we'll be able to use for the new packages that are going to be launched and other products that are going to be launched. So from the 18th, please, we are very hopeful that a lot of things are going to happen. Those were the words of our CEO, and therefore we have a lot of expectations as come next week.
Okay, thanks. All right, let me mute.
Yeah, please. We are right in. Let's contribute.
I have a question to ask.
Yes, sir.
Yes, about the creation. You can only have a webinar using O Connect with somebody too who is at least an affiliate. Can you create, if the person cannot create the account, cannot sign in, can you sign in for him and then as an affiliate and then send the account to him and then so that he joins you in the webinar?
There is no problem, Tiny. All what you need, you are an early bird. All what you need is that you get the credentials. You get the email, whether it's a Yahoo mail or a Gmail, you get the Gmail, you get the password, and of course, you use that now in order to create the account for the person and then send the details to the person to log in. That's all. Many of us cannot. Many of us are not IT literate, and we know that most of our people, that's how they have come in. Yes, in most of our teams, the team leaders are the ones who have actually created the accounts for our team leaders and for some of our team members and sent to them. So you are free. Yes, if you have people who are not yet part of Onpassive and you want them to attend a webinar, then they must sign a free account. And if they cannot, then you sign for the person and send the account login details to the person. Are we okay, doctor? Are we all right? Doctor shows us he's gone back.
Yep, it's okay.
All right. Okay. Thanks. Okay. Okay. If sorry, somebody's playing with the board. That is actually the question and answer area. Mr. Boris, yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah, you need to close that window.
Okay. Please, I have a question.
Yes.
Uh, can a webinar be created on a phone or just with a laptop?
You can create your webinar on a phone, but it's best with a laptop.
Okay.
You have just come in. Let me just educate you and make things again simpler for you. Not long ago, the company has created uh, apps now for the smaller devices, for the phones and the smaller devices. You have to download the specific app which is meant for the phones from the
Okay.
from the back office. So for your phone, and then you use that. It is there for three products now, for O Connect, for the OES, and also for O Trim. Those are the three products now that have those small device apps that are already in the back office. So you can create anywhere, but it's best with your phone. Best with your You can create with your phone, but it's best to handle your webinar on a laptop or on your desktop because you have a very good view. You look at the display which you have on your laptop now. It's not the same display on your phone. Can you look? If you were to look at the two of them, you see now,
Yes, sir.
yeah, the displays are different. You find a wonderful display on your laptop. Everything is clear, but on your phone, you don't have that. Okay, we're we're at 1 hour 38 minutes. If there are no more questions, I think we may have to wind up. Our next webinar is coming up on Tuesday. So Boris, we have the webinar holds 3 times a week on Saturdays, on Tuesdays, and on Thursdays. So please make sure you get those whom you have just signed on to be part in our next meeting. Those of us who are there, please let's make our team members come in. We know that, well, there's this adage that man dies because of poor lack of knowledge. Please let us not perish because of lack of knowledge, but let's grow because there is knowledge. Let's spread the knowledge that we receive every day. Let's hold the hands of those who are around us so that our family keeps on growing. That is the meaning of hand in hand in our Bamenda forum as far as O Connect is concerned. That said, I think I will hand over to Mr. John, our host, our main host, to do the uh, closing remarks so that we can wrap up. And I promise that in about an hour or so, in the next hour or so, I'll be able to send the recorded version of this webinar on my YouTube channel. I will send it to my YouTube channel, and I'll send the link to our various groups so that we can watch what we have said and what we have done today. Thank you very much. Over to you, Mr. John Menkef.
Yeah, thank you, Bibi, for for the brilliant presentations. As usual, the remarks you've made were fitting closing remarks. I will not have much to say. I would like to thank the others who have come. I thank you for doing the presentation and making the things simpler for our own members. So thank everybody once more. And this is the moment for us to say good night to everybody. So